Welcome into the South Hockey Network, everybody, live on YouTube, live once again here in Mount Prospect, Illinois. Just about a 10-minute drive from the home rink of Titans as the Titans get ready for game number 2 of 4 here at the 2024 Scholastic Hockey League Showcase, as they will match up with the Pennsylvanian side, the Cathedral Prep Ramblers. Look at them coming on the net. This is the Wintrust South Hockey Network, of course. As always, we thank Glenview Bank and Trust for being our presenting sponsor all season long, as we are just about to get underway here. A good old-fashioned 8 o'clock a.m. puck drop here for the SHL Showcase. Game number 1 of 2 today as the Titans get ready for a doubleheader. You're taking a look at the Baker goalie cams, new feature this season. We'll take a look at several replays throughout the morning on those Baker goal cams. My name's Dylan Ward, as always, here for the Varsity broadcast. I've got your call today. Gerard Boris, our technical engineer, and our CSO, that stands for Chief Scoreboard Operator. That's Brad Cesario. He'll be in charge of all things scoreboard in the top left corner of your screen. Well, the Cathedral Prep Ramblers, in part of the 2 Wisconsin teams dropping out and several changes being made to the schedule, though they have volunteered to play 5 games here at the SHL Showcase instead of just 4. So they've actually got 2 games under their belt, while the Titans only have 1. They are 1-1 with a 3-1 loss to the Lake Forest Scouts, in which they were outshot 29-15. And then last night, they had a 4-3 win over the Carmel Catholic Corsairs, the same scoreline that the Titans beat the Corsairs on Thursday night. They were outshot 41-32, but came away with the win in that game. The Titans, of course, 4 draw against the Valor Christian Eagles in their first game, as they look to stay up. As the Titans wearing gold, the Ramblers wearing white. GBS goes from left to right, and Cathedral Prep from right to left here in period number 1. And we are underway. We appreciate you waking up early and spending your Saturday morning with us right here on the South Hockey Network. Well, the Titans struck early in their first game yesterday, just a minute and some change into the game. They'll look to do the same thing right here, as scoring the first goal of the game has not been something that the Titans have done a lot in the SHL regular season, only 5 times out of 13 games. As this long pass finds Ben Stevens, he's got a partial break. If he can catch up to the puck, crashes the net, takes a shot, and the save is made by the goaltender for Cathedral Prep, Ian Brown. And with 5 games on the Ramblers' schedule, Ian Brown will be a busy man between the pipes, as he is the only goaltender that the Ramblers have brought here to the Chicagoland area. In his 2 games, a .287 goals allowed average and a .914 save percentage. 26 saves against Lake Forest. How about 38 saves on 41 shots for a .927 save percentage in last night's game against the Carmel Catholic Corsairs. Matthias Sprickman, but the net comes off its posts, and that'll be an immediate whistle. Just getting started here this morning, Glenbrook South versus Cathedral Prep. The Titans with an overall record this season, regular season and otherwise, of 18-5-4. Grab 2 wins here in their last 3 games at least to get their win total up to 20 before the big rivalry game on Wednesday night. Glenbrook South, Glenbrook North. That'll be at 6 o'clock p.m. at Centennial Ice Rink in Wilmette. Always an exciting Thanksgiving Eve tradition. Luke Fagan can't get the puck deep. He'll retreat back out to the neutral zone. Play for Aiden Weller. Now here's Charlie Preston looking for Boris. That one just past him, and it's grabbed by Ethan Cunningham, who dumps it in. Thomas Preston in net for the Titans. A .255 goals allowed average and a .903 save percentage in the SHL regular season. 1 shutout to his aim as well, as the Titans crash the net and look for a rebound chance against Brown, but he covers it up, stopping the clock with 14:55 to go in the first period. 3-1 shots on goal in favor of the Titans, who are the designated away team here at this neutral site meeting. Although the Titans know this rink a lot better than the Ramblers do, is of course St. Viator Lions, the host of this SHL Showcase. Play right here, not only at this barn, but at this rink, as you can see the St. Viator Lion logo just beyond the blue lines on both halves of the ice. Mulvey turns it over, taken by Hyatt Hetz. I remember that name from last season, as the Titans matching up with Cathedral prep for the first of actually 2 meetings this season, if you could believe it, as these two sides will face off in their first game of the Governor's Cup in Jamestown, New York, as this shot is handled and gobbled up by Brown. It was the same situation last season where the Titans and Ramblers played twice, once at the SHL Showcase, once at the Governor's Cup in Jamestown. The Titans 3 winners against Cathedral Prep in the SHL Showcase last season, but 9-2 winners. Evan Bonnell taking a shot, that one stopped by Brown. What a night for Evan Bonnell yesterday in that 4-4 tie for the Titans. 2 goals and 2 assists as he, with a goal and an assist for 2 points. Ryan Mulvey, power play goal of his own. And 1 assist each for Aiden. Neutral zone face-off, first line out for Jim Philbin. The Fagan twins, your defensive pairing for this shift. As it's Luke Fagan over to Will Fagan. 6-76, as Will gets it out to Ben Stevens, but it gets taken away by the Ramblers. Interception in neutral ice. Will Fagan waited to be on sides. Instead, he'll flip it to Benji Pajerski on the near side. Grabbed by the SHL leader in points. Blake Hoffer tried a wrist shot. That one missed the net wide to the right. Now Pajerski picks it up. Left circle, Pajerski dangling around a couple bodies, but the puck ricochets right to Nicholas Hoke, and it's dumped in by Ryland Sorge. Here's Kinnear, intercepted by Hoffer, who tips it out of the zone with one hand on his stick, as the Titans will reset in their D zone. As Hoffer's taken down, that's going to be our first penalty of the game. Delayed call against the Ramblers. All the Titans can do is dump it in, and the Cathedral Prep Ramblers touch up, holding the call, and the Titans will go to the power play. Well, you can see right there, he takes him down, pretty obvious. The ref had a front row view of it. So all power plays for the Titans here on the South Hockey Network are brought to you by RSM, the power of being understood. The Titans power play 1 for 4 yesterday against the Valor Christian Eagles. Ryan Mulvey with the PPG in that one. As the puck falls, Evan Bonnell sends it up to Aiden Weller as the power play gets to work. Surma goes over to the far side, nobody home, and the Ramblers will clear this one off the boards and out. Thomas Preston, the freshman goaltender behind the net, leaves it for Aiden Weller. He sends it up to Frank Surma, now finds Cesario. Couldn't hang on to the puck as it's repossessed by Matthias Sprickman. Board battle, 2 against 1 in favor of the Titans. As they pin the puck up against the boards, looking for it to poke free. The Titans grab it. Cesario up to the captain, Mulvey. Now to the alternate captain, Frank Surma. Top of the right circle, Surma shoots. That one blocked by a skate and deflects all the way outside the zone. 50 seconds gone on the Titan power play. Still some time to work with as Surma brings it over. Back up high, Weller. Down to Bonnell. This group of 5 skaters on this power play for Jim Philbin has been on the ice the entire time so far. Here's Surma. Across Weller, left point. Sends it to the slot as the Ramblers try to hack it out of the zone, but it is kept alive at the blue line by Ryan Mulvey. Now down to Cesario. Near side corner, kicks it back to his stick, but it gets intercepted by the Ramblers. They can't clear it around the boards and out, as now it is grabbed by Sprickman. He sends it the length. Half a minute to go on the Glenbrook South power play. Just getting started here at Mount Prospect Ice Arena, no score. About 5.5 minutes in. Here's a centering pass, Pajerski, and it went right to Stevens, but slipped by him. Now a big slap shot by Blake Hoffer, absorbed by Ian Brown. As really quickly the Titans are learning that Brown doesn't allow a lot of rebounds. 6 shots on goal for GBS. He saved all 6. Pajerski ready for the draw as Philbin puts the first line out there. McPherson down to Hoffer. Hoffer right circle, back up to Cole McPherson. Takes a shot. Through a maze of bodies, hit the target, but saved by Brown once again. And the Ramblers will clear it down. That will finish the Titan power play. So early on in the game, they're 0 for 1. Now 1 for 5 here at the SHL Showcase through 3 periods and some change. Hoffer up ahead. Stevens couldn't deflect it back to him as Ryland Sword jumps it in. Will Fagan down below the goal line. Pins a man up against the end boards. Another 2-on-1 board battle in favor of the Titans, and the loose puck is found by Pajerski. Fagan and Ryland Sorge down behind the net, still shoving each other around, but here comes Ben Stevens. Now Hoffer. Centered at Boris, backhander. Tipped wide of the net. Now Stevens brings it behind the cage, centers it, but it hit the side of the goal. Now Hoffer sends it back up to McPherson, right point, fires just wide of the right post. So we get down to 10 minutes remaining in the first period. This puck sent all the way down, but deflected, so no icing. McPherson up to Weiss, taken away and backhanded down once again by Ethan Cunningham. Will Fagan hits a man to grab possession of the puck. Charlie Preston looking for Weiss up in neutral ice, but he couldn't find him. As this line of Weiss, Boris, and Charlie Preston seeing a lot of ice time here at the SHL Showcase. As this puck is fired into the glove. It's probably going wide anyway, but held on to by Brown. Titans shorthanded today, still without Asher Vander Ploeg, out month to month with a lower body injury. Adam Sokol has been week to week. He suited up for the regular season game on Thursday against Carmel Catholic, but didn't see any shifts. Skated in warm-ups, just coach's decision not to play as a precautionary reason, and at this point now Jim Philbin has shut him down for this SHL Showcase, with the #1 priority being healthy on Wednesday night. On top of that, no Mitchell Adams. Here's one poked ahead by Zach Boris. He takes a shot, that one high of the crossbar. Now Boris picks it back up. Top of the right circle, fires it. It's a couple legs, pinballs right to Charlie Preston, who centered it for Boris once again. But the puck taken away by Cathedral Prep. And a whiff on the dump in allows Luke Fagan to poke it back out. But now here's Sprickman over the line on side. In the slot, sort of a 1-on-4 rush there as Titan bodies all over him. As Blake Hoffer looks to clear this one out, goes up into the netting. High school hockey, of course, that's not a delay of game penalty, at least not by SHL rules, which is what we're playing under. Only if the goalie does it, it's a delay of game. Glenbrook South, as I was mentioning, also without Mitchell Adams today, who has played now 4 games for the Varsity 1 team after being called up from the Varsity 2 team in the absence of some of the Titan skaters, but he's actually doing double duty at the moment, playing for Varsity 2 and Varsity 1. As this one's iced down by the Titans, so since he is officially rostered on the Varsity 2 team, that takes priority. Well, they've got a game this afternoon. Assistant coach to the Varsity 1 team, Jimmy Philbin Jr., will be in action behind the bench as the head coach for that Varsity 2 game later on this afternoon. So the Titans will be without Mitchell Adams for not just this game, but the later game as well. Hoping to have a full roster, as the Titans only working with 16 skaters right now out of the 18 maximum you're allowed to have in a lineup. Here's a shot, save made by Preston, and he puts a glove on top of it. As we get another whistle, still either 6-2 in favor of the Titans with 7:40 to go in the first period. Face-off coming up at the circle to Preston's left. Evan Bonnell, who had 4 points yesterday, still looking for his first goal in the SHL this season. Just 1 assist to his name. But how about the performance here at the Showcase through 1 game? Here's McPherson, the defenseman leading the charge. Sent the puck to the near side. A board battle on the half boards, and Cathedral comes away with it. It's sent back out to the neutral zone. Not quite. Evan Bonnell keeps it in. Left point. Bonnell centered it. Deflects to Surma. Right in on net. Couldn't get a backhander on target. Now he'll try and stuff it in, but Ian Brown with the freeze. Just a tick under 7 to go in the first period. Glenbrook South playing in game number 2 of 4 this weekend at the SHL Showcase. Facing off against various non-Illinois sides. They played Colorado's Valor Christian yesterday. This Cathedral Prep Rambler team from Pennsylvania. They'll go against Norwich Free Academy this afternoon at 5:10 p.m. They're from Connecticut. And then they'll play another Colorado team to finish it off Sunday at 9:50 a.m. Regis Jesuit. Another shot on Brown without a rebound allowed. Another offensive zone face-off coming up for Glenbrook South. One thing we're going to start trying to utilize a little bit more here on the South Hockey Network is the chat room feature. So make sure you subscribe here to our YouTube channel and send us a chat, send us a question, and we'll have a look at each period break. Even if you're a Cathedral Prep Rambler fan that stumbled upon this broadcast this morning, we'd love to hear from you as well. So feel free to give us some chats and questions or whatnot. We'll have answers for you. But you got to be subscribed to use the chat room. It's free to subscribe. Make sure you do it for all features here on the South Hockey Network. All right, here comes Benji Pajurski. Pajurski, without a point yesterday, tries a shot, that one wide of the net. As a matter of fact, this first line for the Titans of Stevens, Hoffer, and Pajurski all went without a point. Hoffer with 11 goals, 9 assists. Pajurski with 4 goals, 10 assists. And Stevens with 6 goals, 2 assists in the SHL regular season. Clearly, Jim Philbin's big guns as the season has started to take form. The Titans 8-4-1 in the SHL, significantly less games played than most of their opponents, so they currently sit in 7th place in points, but lots of games in hand. For example, Lake Forest has 20 games played, while the Titans only have 13. Here's Weiss with a shot right in on net. Preston looking to tip it home. He could not. Boris, far side corner down to Weiss. Backhanded it to the near side, but the puck gets taken away by Montagna. He's in on net, takes a shot, he scores! Tucker Kinnear adds to his assist yesterday, his first goal of the SHL Showcase. And Cathedral Prep breaks the ice. Nice play as he juggled it a couple times in the neutral zone to get himself ahead of the Titan defender. And found an opening between the crossbar and Thomas Preston's catching glove. So the Titans trailing 1-0. They trailed by 1 in the 3rd period yesterday. Ended up coming back to play to a tie, 4-4, against the Screaming Eagles of Valor Christian. Here's Preston. Can't get it out of the zone. Now Zach Boris. He steps over center ice, now the blue line. Down the right wing side. as it gets taken away by Matthias Sprickman. Now Boris picks it back up. Weiss taken right back by Cathedral Prep, who have a goal on one of their 3 shots so far in this first period. Played up high. Sprickman tries a shot, blocked by Higgins in close, as Higgins goes to Luke Fagan, and the Titans will rush ahead the other way. All they can do is deflect it into the zone, though, as Logan Morris plays it to the near side, backhanded out by Sprickman, and taken right back by Dylan Lytell. As it's sent all the way down by the Titans, deflected beyond center ice, so no icing call. So we roll along here in the first period. Game number 1 of a doubleheader today for the Titans. They'll play again at 5:10 p.m. right here at the Mount Prospect Ice Arena North Rink. McPherson can't get it out of the zone. It's sent back deep by the Ramblers. Now Will Fagan. Through neutral ice, comes over the line, stays on sides. Will Fagan down to Jack Higgins. Couldn't collect it cleanly, so he'll ring it around the boards, back up to the right point. Fagan with a shot, save, rebound. Blake Hoffer right there, he backhands it in! What looked like a frozen puck by Ian Brown. Blake Hoffer stayed persistent. His first goal and point of the SHL Showcase, and the Titans tie the game. Will Fagan's initial shot, we talked about how Brown has not been allowing many rebounds. He never had that puck frozen. As the Titans and the SHL's leading point producer gets the goal, and we are all knotted up at 1 here in Mount Prospect. Titans score on their 8th shot on goal here with a little over 3 minutes to go in period number 1 of 3. Played off the glass, out to the neutral zone, backhanded in, but it's intercepted by Weller. Now Cesario to the far side, Ryan Mulvey. Surma can't get it out, picked off, but we get a whistle, as it looks like the referee in the corner calls a penalty. Let's have another look at our replay. Hard to tell what happens, but slashing call made by the official. And it sends someone from Cathedral to the penalty box. So the Titans will head back to the power play, 0 for 1 in this game. All power plays on the South Hockey Network are brought to you by RSM, the power of being understood. Michael Corritor, the guilty party for the Ramblers. Hand pass, and the play blown dead. Will do another face-off, likely outside of the attacking zone. As yes, they will bring it out to neutral ice. One for 4 yesterday on the power play, now 1 for 5 at the showcase. Ryan Mulvey with the lone PPG for the Titans. Ben Stevens leads the team with 2 power play goals in the SHL regular season. Will Fagan and Frank Surma, along with Hoffer and Mulvey, also have 1. Here is the aforementioned Mulvey. Goes to Aiden Weller, takes a shot, deflects wide. Surma down in the near side corner. Battle for the puck. Evan Bonnell in there, but poked out by Cathedral Prep. They've got a shorthanded look. Kinnear, the goal scorer for the Ramblers, tries a shot, takes a bounce off the end boards as he missed the net, but on his follow-up, in close, saved by Preston. And the Ramblers will clear it down ice again. Here's Ryan Mulvey with 50 seconds to go on the power play. Got it up ahead to Blake Hoffer. Hoffer Out it to Stevens, left circle. Now Ryan Mulvey. Left point takes a shot in and out of the glove of Brown, and the rebound cleared. Now 30 seconds left on this man advantage. Here comes Ryan Mulvey. Looks over his shoulder, then comes over the line. Down the right wing side. Carries the puck all the way behind the net. Ryan Mulvey, the defenseman, loves to get active down low. Hoffer over to Weller. Back to Pajerski, tried a one-timer. Didn't get enough of it. Now Benji. Over to Stevens. He has some space. Decides to go up high. Weller now back down to Pajerski, left circle. Up high, Mulvey. He takes a shot, blocked on its way as the power play comes to an end. And Michael Corator skips the bench. He joins live play. We're back to 5-on-5 as this puck hits the protective netting. So the Titans now 0 for 2 on the man advantage here this morning. Closing in on the end of the first period. The Titans conceded first, but then tied the game. Blake Hoffer, assisted by Will Fagan and probably one other, will get an assist. We'll double check that during the intermission. As Boris sent it to the blue paint. Looking for a lucky bounce, didn't get it. 30 seconds left in the period. Will Fagan will fire this one in. Gloved and set down by the goaltender Brown. Dumped in, no icing, just far enough past center ice. Now Boris looking to tip it outside the zone. It's kept alive at the right point. Here's a shot that gets blocked. No save necessary for Preston. The Titans will send this down. They'll be guilty of icing here with what was 4 seconds left, but whoever is manning the clock down there let it run for an additional 3 seconds. As I'm sure the Ramblers will make a case to the referee. To the naked eye, it looked like it was right around that 4.0 mark, as Cathedral Prep will actually pull their goaltender for this face-off. Something that you see in hockey at the end of the period. They figure the Titans don't have a chance to score an empty net goal. They'll go with 4.9 on the clock. And they drop the puck, but we get a whistle. As Cathedral Prep arguing that they thought there should have been 1.9 seconds, so they wouldn't have pulled their goalie. So instead, Ian Brown will head back to the crease for this ensuing face-off. Some time dripped off the clock. We're now at 2.7 seconds. Still more than enough time for the Ramblers to make a play off a face-off win, as the refs talk things over, as they'll just let it be with 2.7, it appears. Well, okay. Blake Hoffer looking for a big face-off win to avoid any damage. The puck falls, he wins it back to the corner, and time will run out. And actually, sort of a late chance as it's sent to the slot. Blake Hoffer took a man down in the corner right as time expired. And 17 minutes have come and gone here in this one. Cathedral Prep scored first. It was Tucker Kinnear, but Blake Hoffer responded for the Titans, tying the game at 1, and that's where we stand. The teams will meet at their benches for a brief timeout, and then the second period will be underway. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on the South Hockey Network. This is Dylan Ward. Welcome back to the South Hockey Network. Second period is underway between Glenbrook South and Cathedral Prep. This is Dylan Ward on the call with you, Gerard Boris, our technical engineer, and of course Brad Cesario, our CSO. That stands for Chief Executive, or what is it? Chief Scoreboard Operator, that's what it was. In charge of the scoreboard in the top left corner of your screen. We've switched sides, period of the long change where the benches are on the team's attacking halves. Jim Philbin voicing his opinion to the referee as he thought that hit against Blake Hoffer in neutral ice should have been called a penalty. But we will play on. Titans now going from right to left here, and Cathedral from left to right. Titans in gold and the Ramblers in white. Sent up high to the right point, Cathedral attacking zone. Here's a shot save made by the pad of Thomas Preston. His 6th save of the game. Hasn't seen a lot of shots. Allowed that 1 goal. Besides that, has looked solid, the freshman goaltender for the Titans. JP Rakana got the start yesterday. He was 21 of 25 against the Valor Christian Screamin' Eagles. In the game that the Titans did not lose but did not win, a 4-4 final score as there is no overtime in the showcase. Games tied after 3 periods, just go down in the books as a draw, but every tie in any sport it is, football, soccer, hockey, there always seems to be one team that goes away with a winning type feeling and one team that goes away with a defeat type feeling. As Bruce Shee backhands it low. And the Titans probably thought that they should have won that game. They outshot the Screamin' Eagles by a count of 50 to 25, exactly 2 for 1. But again, that 4-4 tie. Here's a nice play off the boards by Bonnell, finds Surma. Here's a shot by Surma, save made by Brown. Surma scored from a real tough angle in yesterday's game. Now here's another shot, deflected high and behind the net. Evan Bonnell looked to center it, but got his pocket picked by the Ramblers. Goes to the far side. McPherson now fires. Save made by the pads of Brown. Now the Ramblers will send this the length of the ice. It'll go all the way down for a whistle, stopping the clock with 14:18 to go in period number 2. Well, the Titans, dating back to their last 3 regular seasons, plus last 3 regular season games, I should say, plus the game yesterday, have now registered 40 or more shots on goal in 4 consecutive games, with 41 against Stevenson, 41 against Fenwick, 42 against the Carmel Catholic Corsairs on Thursday. Those were all regular season games. And then, of course, as I just mentioned, 50 last night. Here's a shot by Mulvey, and he scores! Found the top left corner of the net. And for the first time in this one, the Titans have the lead, 2-1. Ryan Mulvey with his 2nd goal in as many games here at the showcase. Nice shot. Pops the bottle as he finds the top left corner of the net. Pops the bottle right off the face-off, and the Titans lead 2-1. Ryan Mulvey, the captain of this team, the defenseman, with only 1 goal in the SHL so far on the season, but 2 goals already here at the showcase through 4 periods and some change. The Ramblers out to neutral ice. This one's dumped in by Hyatt Hetz. And Zach Boris now for the Titans will send it over the line. Picked up by Sprickman. He goes to the far side. And repossessed by Luke Fagan as he dumps it in. Off a deflection, sails high and just avoids the stanchions here hanging down from the ceiling at Mount Prospect Ice Arena. Deflected in, right on net. And Preston thought about covering it up, but will instead keep play going as he got it to Mulvey. Ryan Mulvey over the line down the right wing side. Mulvey all the way below the line. The captain for the Titans plays it up high. Luke Fagan down to Ben Stevens. Stevens takes a shot, tough angle, and it's gobbled up by Ian Brown. He's now made 14 saves on 16 Glenbrook South shots. We've got a Let's Go Titans in the chat from Mary Donahue Osmond. Again, we mentioned earlier, trying to utilize this chat feature a little bit more. Get some interaction between myself and all the fans watching at home. So whether you're a Titan fan or a Cathedral Prep fan that found your way to our YouTube stream this morning, feel free to leave us a chat, leave us a question, give us your feedback. And at the second intermission, when we come back for the third period, I'll answer any questions, respond to some of the messages. Don't forget, you got to be subscribed to use the chat. So make sure you subscribe to GBS Titans Hockey right here on YouTube. It's free, and it really helps us out if you're enjoying our broadcast. If any Cathedral Prep fans are watching, we'll also be broadcasting the game up in Jamestown, New York in a couple of weeks when these two teams match up for the second time this season and for the fourth time in the last 2 seasons. As now in back-to-back seasons, they will have played in the Showcase and the Governor's Cup. Sort of a little out-of-state rivalry brewing, perhaps, between these two sides. The Titans already have one of those with the North Allegheny Tigers, as they've played them at the Jamestown tournament several years in a row. If any Cathedral Prep fans are watching, you know about that team. Now sent up to the right point. Here's a shot fired by Tucker Kinnear. He's got the lone goal for Cathedral Prep in this one, but missed the net with that shot as it's tipped out of the zone by Hoffer. Hoffer has one of the Titan goals. Blake Hoffer and Ryan Mulvey responsible for the number 2 on your scoreboard. Hoffer sticks it out of the zone, runs into a man. Some of the Ramblers on the bench want a penalty for it, but they're not going to get one. Now Garrett Schwartz comes to the slot as Fagan hits a man in the slot. He's going to get a penalty for it. Delayed call as the goalie sprints to the bench, and the Ramblers will take some time to reset. Out to the neutral zone. Next time the Titans possess the puck, the whistle will sound as Duccini goes over to the far side for Kinnear. 6 attackers out for Cathedral Prep on the delayed penalty, but now Surma touches it and the whistle sounds. We'll have another look here. 76 in white going to be the guilty party. 76 in gold, I should say. As, yeah, maybe some head contact. They'll go with elbowing for the call. So Cathedral Prep goes to the power play for the first time. The Titans on the kill. All penalty kills on the South Hockey Network are brought to you by Hannah Vanderploeg Trial Attorneys. As the Rambler power play, shooting at 40% here at the Showcase through 2 games, 2 for 5. As they managed 2 power play goals in their 4-3 win last night against the Carmel Catholic Corsairs. This one's deflected on Preston's net, but the rebound's cleared out by the Titans. GBS on the PK, actually 0 for 1. They only had 1 shorthanded look in yesterday's game, and the Eagles scored on the power play. So Titans looking for their first penalty kill of the tournament, of the Showcase rather. This one sent up high the slot. Now one-timer from the left circle, missed the net high. Titans with 2 shorthanded goals on the season. Blake Hoffer and Adam Sokol with them. Of course, Adam Sokol still day-to-day with the lower body injury, so he's not in the lineup today for Jim Philbin, but Blake Hoffer sure is, and he's on the ice for this PK unit. Himself along with Benji Pajurski, Aiden Weller, and Ryan Mulvey. Drop of the puck in neutral ice, won cleanly by Cathedral Prep. Duccini goes to Sprickman with it. Thias Sprickman has been very noticeable on the ice today, number 21 wearing white. Feels like I've said his name a handful of times. Here he is again, Sprickman. Over to the near side, Duccini. Right point. Tried to pass it up ice. It's intercepted by the Titans for a moment. Goes right back to Cathedral Prep. As now the Titans will bring it outside the zone. Blake Hoffer over the line. Looked to center it for Ryan Mulvey, who was crashing the net, but a stick got in the way of that pass. Now here comes Kenny Ayer. Over the line he comes, backhands it deep. Blake Hoffer with a big slap clear as he rings it around the boards and all the way down. Only 20 seconds to go on this power play suddenly for Cathedral, as they'll bring it through neutral ice. Sprickman left it up high, sent down low by Hetz, and cleared once again by Ryan Mulvey. Right on net. Give him a 180-foot shot on goal there. As the power play expires for the Ramblers. So the Titans 1 for 2 on the PK here at this tournament, 1 for 1 in the game. Keep saying that, showcase, not a tournament. No champion will be crowned. Just a series of games here at Mount Prospect Ice Arena. Sort of glorified exhibition games, so to speak. But they should not be taken lightly by any teams. Plenty of scouts, ACHA coaches are here. NA3HL. Here's a backhander on Preston's net. Stopped, and now we've got a scrum in the slot. As these two teams getting in each other's faces a little bit, it looks like the referee has called a penalty or two. As we'll see what comes of all that. So Ryland Sorge will go to the box for Cathedral Prep, as Ryan Mulvey and Aiden Weller go to the box, and it looks like another man has joined the Cathedral penalty box. Hard to tell who that is. This jersey number starts with a 9, so it's either Corritor or Hetz. Looks like it is Hetz. So 2 penalties aside. And we will stay 5-on-5. We'll wait for the official calls here as they load into the game sheet. And we will report those to you as soon as we possibly can. The Titans only took 1 penalty yesterday. It was Ryan Mulvey. So he's in the box for the 2nd time in as many games. Here's Preston off a big rebound, and that one stopped Weiss. Just couldn't bury the follow-up. Now McPherson takes a shot, deflected by his own man Boris, high of the net. Now played off the far boards and back up high. McPherson right point, takes a shot, another big deflection as it arcs over the net. Now a centering pass, didn't find a man, and it's brought out of the zone by the Ramblers. Jonah Weiss takes a shot, turned away and down to the corner by Brown. Boris throws it behind the net again, looking for Preston. Charlie Preston, the older brother of today's starting goaltender for the Titans. Couldn't find a gold sweater with his pass as it's brought the other way. Here's Kenny Ayer catching up to his puck. He's got the lone Rambler goal today. McPherson takes him down in the corner. And I don't believe there was a penalty called, but the ref will blow a precautionary whistle as it appears Tucker Kenny Ayer a little bit shaken up. Don't want to have him on the ice with skates risking any of that. So we'll update you with the penalties. They're not 2 and 10, so Ryan Mulvey and Aiden Weller go for the Titans. Ryland Sorge and Hyatt Hetz go for the Ramblers. Each man 2 minutes for roughing. Those penalties occurred at the 8:18 mark, so because we're staying 5-on-5, they'll be set free at the first whistle following the 6:18 mark. Hoffer can't clear the zone. Sent to the blue line. Here's Kenny Ayer. His shot got blocked in close as it deflects out to the neutral zone. Now over the line again, Sprickman takes a shot, one high of the net. As Hoffer picks it up for the Titans. Blake Hoffer plays it off the boards for himself, tried to do it again, could not the second time. Now Will Fagan. Higgins couldn't tip it out of the zone as we pass the 6:18 mark, so all 4 guys in the box, 2 for each team, will be set free after the next whistle or stoppage of play. Titans trailed 1-0, but Blake Hoffer and Ryan Mulvey with back-to-back unanswered goals for Glenbrook South as they lead this one 2-1. The Titans had a 3-1 lead with 3 minutes left in the second period of yesterday's game. Here's a turnover and a shot. That one goes way over the net and the glass. But anyway, they had a 3-1 lead with 3 minutes left of the second period. And then the Eagles of Valor Christian scored 3 goals in a span of 2 minutes and 49 seconds, including 2 goals in the final minute of the second period. The first one came with 2:53 left on the power play, and they scored with 57 seconds left. That was to tie it 3-3. Then 4 seconds left in the period to take the lead 4-3. Eventually the Titans outscored the Eagles 1-0 in the third to secure the 4-4 tie. Here's a shot, save made by Preston. Now right in front of the blue, playing a turnaround shot, save made by Preston again. On the rebound, they try to stuff it home as the team scramble near the blue paint. The freshman Thomas Preston keeping that from crossing the line. Keeping it a lead for the Glenbrook South Titans. The SHL team here in this matchup. Face-off circle to Preston's right. Caught immediately off a face-off shot. You didn't see it in real time, so I'll show it to you again. Gotta love this play. Didn't work out for the Ramblers. Cathedral Prep have narrowed the gap in shots on goal as the Titans were in control of that, 11-6 in their favor in the first period, but here in the second, so far, leading 9-8 are the Ramblers, as the total's down to a difference of 4, 19-15. Final 5 minutes before the teams head to the locker room for the Zamboni. Can Cathedral tie it up? Can the Titans add some insurance before the intermission? Aiden Weller over the line, gets taken down, and a penalty's called. And the Titans will go to the power play once again. Aiden Weller, as he was trying to enter the zone, number 2 in gold for the Titans. It's tripped up by the stick as the man for Cathedral puts his hands up, but the ref was right there. So it looks like it's number 86 for Cathedral Prep, who we haven't seen on the ice a lot tonight. I actually don't have him in my roster. So we'll see if we can figure out who that is. Anyway, the Titans on the power play for the third time. Once again, we remind you all power plays on the South Hockey Network are brought to you by RSM, the power of being understood. The Titans 0 for 2 on the power play in the game, 1 for 6 in the tournament. How about Cathedral Prep? They came into this game 5 for 5 on the power play through 2 games. That's now 7 for 7, including the action here. As Pajerski plays it to Hoffer, now back to Benji Pajerski. Pajerski over the line down the right wing side, leads the rush. Pajerski cuts to the left circle. 3.5 to go in the period. Sent up to the right point, Aiden Weller fires, save made, rebound, Stevens couldn't bury it. Now another scramble near the slot as it goes down to the near side corner. Picked up by Cathedral Prep's Brickman will send it all the way down. Thomas Preston put his arm up, forgot he was on the power play, but we get a penalty called by the ref way down in the Titans zone. He's gonna call, or the Ramblers zone, I should say. He's gonna call roughing. It must have been something away from the puck. We didn't catch it on our camera, but Benji Pajerski will have a seat, and that will put a halt to the Titan power play. So they'll fall to 0 for 3 as we'll get 30 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey here before it's an abbreviated power play for the Ramblers. Something you don't see a lot in high school hockey, at least not in Illinois, 4-on-4. As with coincidental minors, you stay 5-on-5, but of course in this situation, you go to 4-on-4. Some more open ice out there. That benefits some of the speed players on the Titans. Luke Fagan finds Cesario just onside. Cesario takes a shot in and out of the glove of Brown. Surma picks it up. Now down to Will Fagan, has some space, fires a shot, but sent way high of the crossbar. Let's have another look at this net front scramble from the Titans. Moments ago. Look at that, Stevens right there. Boy, that puck was an inch or two to the left. It would have gone through the 5-hole of Ian Brown as it was sitting on a silver platter. Not much he could do. Didn't have a lot of time to react. But another good opportunity for the Titans, as that's been sort of the story of the Titans as of late. In spite of a 4-game undefeated run here in their last 4 games in all competitions, 3 wins and a tie. It almost feels like they could be winning a lot of the games they're winning by 1 by 5 or 6 goals. The amount of chances they had, as we've mentioned. Titans coming into this one with 4 straight games, registering 40 or more shots on goal. Well, Cathedral Prep now on the power play. All penalty kills for the Titans are sponsored by Hannah Vanderploeg Trial Attorneys. 1 for 1 in the game, as the Titans will look to keep that streak alive and avoid a game-tying goal here in the final minutes of the second. Back up high, now across to the left side. Sprickman now to the right wing. Here's a shot through a maze of bodies. Preston was screened, but able to make the pad stop. Now sent to the far side boards. Grabbed by Kinnear. 8 seconds left on the man advantage. And Ben Stevens can't poke it out, kept alive by the captain, Sprickman. With the puck taken away by the Titans, fresh out of the box is Pajerski, as he was looking for the breakaway pass from Mulvey, just didn't get it. It's every player's dream, isn't it, to get one of those. Now here comes Blake Hoffer. Sent it back, but whiffed on his pass, and it gets intercepted by Cathedral Prep. Final minute of the period here. This shot goes wide as the Titans hang on to a 2-1 lead after trailing 1-0. 2 unanswered goals by Blake Hoffer and Ryan Mulvey to tie it and take the lead. Pajerski now looking for Hoffer, but intercepted by the stick of Logan Morris. Now Sprickman. Sent down, deflected, so no icing, as we now have 17 seconds to go. Of course, the Titans learned very recently there's never too little time to get a good chance, as they scored a game winner a few games ago with 0.9 seconds left. Here's a shot by Weller, save made and covered up by Brown. And now the Titans, similar to Cathedral Prep in the first period, will get an attacking zone face-off with 2. Jim Philbin taking some notes from his opposition. He'll go with the empty net here for this faceoff, something I don't think I've ever seen him do in this situation. But why not? No chance Cathedral can score. Attackers out for the Titans as they'll try and make some magic here on this faceoff. Faceoff win, and Surma in the slot actually got a pretty decent look, but his backhander was stopped, and the buzzer sounds. Period number 2. So the teams will head to the locker rooms. The Zamboni will hit the ice, and 17 fresh minutes will be on the clock for period number 3. In a close, low-scoring game. Again, the Titans trailed 1-0 on a goal from Tucker Kinnear, his first goal of the showcase to add to his assist. But then Blake Hoffer tied it up with his first goal and/or point of the showcase. And Ryan Mulvey with his second goal of the showcase took the lead for the Titans. That's where we stand. Glenbrook South with the lead in shots as well, 23-17. In game number 2 of 4 this weekend at the SHL Showcase. Don't you dare go anywhere. We'll mute our mics, but stay right here live on the South Hockey Network, right here on YouTube. Third period action from Mount Prospect Ice Arena coming up in about 10 minutes time. This is Dylan Ward saying we'll see you then. Welcome back to the South Hockey Network, everybody. Live on YouTube, live from Mount Prospect Ice Arena, where we'll be all weekend long as the Titans participate in 4 games versus out-of-state opponents in the 2nd annual Scholastic Hockey League Showcase. My name is Dylan Ward, Gerard Boris, our technical engineer, and Brad Cesario, our chief scoreboard operator, in charge of the top left corner of your screen. As the Titans come into the 3rd period leading 2-1. Scoring recap for all you fine people. Tucker Kinnear struck first for Cathedral Prep, assisted by Jared Montagna. And the Titans with 2 unanswered goals after that. Blake Hoffer, assisted by Will Fagan and Jack Higgins, with 3:22 left in the 1st period, tied the game up. And then on the power, Ryan Mulvey with assists from Luke Fagan, and Jonah Weiss took the lead for the Titans. That's where we stand here after 2 periods. Some other scores from the Scholastic Hockey League Showcase yesterday. The SHL teams with 7 wins against the guests 2. Gabriel Richard beat Glenbrook North in the Showcase opener, but after that it was all SHL as Lake Forest took down this Cathedral Prep team 3-1. Stevenson with a 4-3 win over Regis Jesuit out of Colorado. New True Green 5-2 winners over Norwich Free from Connecticut. Glenbrook South and Valor Christian, as we've talked about on this broadcast, a 4-4 tie. York with a 5-3 win over Notre Dame Prep from Arizona. 2-1 the final score. Loyola Gold winning over Regis Jesuit. Glenbrook North came back with a win to make their record 1-1, the only SHL team that played twice yesterday. They blanked Culver Academy 3-0. St. Viator 3-1 winners over Brother Rice, one of the Illinois guests, filling in for the teams that had to cancel. And then last night at 8:50 p.m., the Cathedral Prep Ramblers 4-3 winners over Carmel Catholic. And I've got a quick turnaround here, playing in the 8 a.m. game the following morning. We are underway in period number 3. 17 more minutes to go in the game as the Titans in a close battle with Cathedral Prep. And we'll remind you one more time that the Titans, if they want to win this one, need a regulation win, as we'll skip overtime in any kind of shootout here at the SHL Showcase. Any tied games will end as such. The Titans in winning position at the moment, leading 2-1. Pajerski over the line down the right wing side, sent it over to the left side, but deflects outside the zone. It's Will Fagan now. Fagan leads the charge. Lots of defensemen for the Titans really like to get involved down low this season, more than any I remember in recent memory. Like to lead the rush over the line, get down low before they get back to their point position when the Titans have sustained possession in the attacking zone. Luke Fagan with a shot, and it's worked out. Few defensemen with points today. Ryan Mulvey with the goal, of course. Luke and Will Fagan, the twins, each with an assist. As this one goes back up high again, Aiden Weller takes a shot. That one deflects off a leg and goes down to the far side corner. 2-1 your score in favor of the Titans. It's been a 2-1 score since 14-12 remaining in the 2nd period. Played off the boards and up high. Luke Fagan towards the net, tipped on its way. The Titans trying to punch it home. Surma centered it, Bedell, and the whistle sounds. Scramble play for the Titans, but unable to bury it. It's a couple of hacks and whacks down there in the blue paint. Just no luck. Face-off coming at the right wing circle, Titans attacking end. Blake Hoffer ready for the draw. He wins it back up to McPherson. It goes. Here's a shot. Save made and held on to by Brown. And we get a little bit of pushing and shoving. It looks like the ref will send at least one man to the box as a result. As Blake Hoffer and Matthias Sprickman exchanging words. And Matthias Sprickman will go to the box. It looks like that will be all. So it appears as though the Titans will have their fourth power play of this game. And a big opportunity for the Titans to extend their lead. All power plays on the South Hockey Network are brought to you by RSM, the power of being understood. We'll drop the puck at the right wing circle. The big guns out for Jim Philbin, Ben Stevens, Benji Pajurski, Blake Hoffer, Will Fagan and Ryan Mulvey at the points. Titans win the faceoff. 0 for 3 on the power play in the game. They're due for one. Or 1 for 4 in yesterday's game. Here's Pajurski, threw it to the left side circle. Hoffer couldn't get a clean one-timer. Now Will Fagan, left point near the blue line. Cuts to the center, sent it down to Blake Hoffer at the left circle, but he couldn't hang on, so he'll play it back up to Will Fagan. The Titans reset. Here's a shot, that one blocked. Hoffer gets the rebound, finds Fagan, has some space, he shoots, save made, rebound! Stevens with a backhander on net, but that one stopped by Ian Brown. Same story as it's been in recent days for the Titans. Plenty of shots on goal, but just some tough goaltenders not burying as many opportunities as they probably would hope to. As Ian Brown, the only rostered goaltender at this SHL Showcase for Cathedral Prep. And with Cathedral Prep agreeing to play 5 games instead of 4 due to some of those cancellations from the Wisconsin teams. Here's a shot by Weller, and he scores! What a wrist shot! And Aiden Weller gets the power play goal. We talked about defensemen getting active in the score sheet. How about that? Second goal by a D-man today, and it's 3-1. And Mulvey, of course, will get the assist. Nice shot by number 2 in gold for the Glenbrook South Titans. He's heating up. He didn't find a goal in the SHL until the game against Stevenson on Thursday of last week. It scores again right there. He adds to his assist he had yesterday. He's now up to 2 points here at the SHL Showcase. How about Ryan Mulvey? 2 goals and an assist for him, as this is an icing. To finish my thought from earlier, Ian Brown, the only rostered goaltender here for Cathedral Prep. And with them playing 5 games instead of 4 over the course of 3 days, he's going to probably be feeling it on the way back to Pennsylvania when this weekend is all said and done. The Titans had a 3-1 lead in yesterday's game before Valor scored 3 goals in a span of 2 minutes and 49 seconds late in the second period to not only tie it, but take the lead from the Titans. So you can never be safe or comfortable with a 2-goal lead. You want to keep adding on no matter how much time is left. This one up high, under the stick of Will Fagan. You've got both Fagan twins on the ice right now. Here's Luke. Finds Higgins. Now to Blake Hoffer, nice pass. Hoffer over the line down the right wing side. Hoffer lost the puck momentarily, got it back. Hoffer with a goal in the game already, but we get a whistle as the net comes off of its moorings once again. Three unanswered goals for the Titans after allowing the first one. Blake Hoffer, Ryan Mulvey, Aiden Weller in that order as they lead 3-1. 32 shots on goal to the Ramblers 17. As this third period has been a struggle for Cathedral Prep as of this SHL Showcase, I should say. Still looking for their first third period goal here in their third game. They have a -4 goal differential, outscored 2-0 in both of their games in period number 3. Of course, yesterday they had a 4-1 lead over the Carmel Catholic Corsairs, ended up winning the game by a final tally of 4-3 with those 2 goals by the Corsairs to push late in that third period. Now this one's grabbed by Cathedral Prep. It's Kenny Ayer looking for his second goal of the morning. Here's a shot on Preston. He makes the save. The puck comes back out to the neutral zone. Thomas Preston, 17 saves on 18 shots against. Having another good night for the Titans. Good morning, I should say. Here's Sprickman through neutral ice. Cycles back, finds Morris instead. Boris picked Morris's pocket, and Zach Boris looking to play it off the boards, and 4. One goes right into the Titan bench. Got some more chats coming in here. And a let's go prep from Tracy Walter, and there's Dave Fagan. Papa from Naples, Florida. Let's go Will and Luke Fagan. There you go. Always good to get some of the family from out of state who can't attend the games. That's exactly what we do this for. Ryan Mulvey out to Pajerski. Over the line, he comes down the right wing side. Left it, Blake Hoffer. Down to Pajerski again, centered it. The puck taken away by Cathedral Prep. They will clear it off the far boards and out. As Mulvey can't get it outside the zone. It's intercepted. Here's a shot. Big save made by Preston on Ethan Cunningham. Now Hoffer looking to tip this one out. He could not. Now he will grab the puck. And he gives it up. Cunningham again shoots, looking for the 5-hole. Preston said no. Now it's Luke Fagan. Blake Hoffer. 11-11 to go in the third period. Hoffer, nice move around a defender in neutral ice. He'll try again. Cut all the way to the net. Takes a shot. And the save made by Brown. Ian Brown now up to 30 saves against Glenbrook South. Here's Stevens with a look. Make it 31. Back up to Luke Fagan, right point. Here's a shot. Glove save made by Brown as he hangs on. Talk about Blake Hoffer, the SHL leading point producer. That's a nice move, just barely off of our camera angle, and then finds a way to stick handle around another defender for Cathedral Prep. It's Blake Hoffer in SHL play through 12 games, 11 goals, 4 assists. The new SHL regular season point leader, not to mention significantly less games played than a lot of other teams in the SHL, so to be in front in points means he's probably going to stay that way. Thanks to 13 points in his last 6 regular season games. How about 5 goals in his last 3 after the Titans were shut out 5-0 to Nutria Green. And Glenview Ice Center, Blake Hoffer recording multiple points in every following game. Played on the line with Zach Freemuth, of course, last season, who broke the SHL regular season record in points. Certainly learned a thing or two from him last year in his sophomore year. Now in his junior season, committed to play baseball at University of Illinois, Division I Big Ten action. Left-handed pitcher, just like Jason Bann. Plays at Davidson. All right, drop of the puck. Here is the man himself, Hoffer. He sends it in as we get down to 10 minutes remaining in the game. Third period, the Titans leading 3-1 with 3 unanswered goals. Hoffer sends the puck down low. Higgins behind the net. As it now gets sent to the far side. Played off the boards, and maybe a 2-on-1 here for Cathedral. Here's a shot from Tucker Kenny Ayer, looking for his second of the game, but couldn't find the target. Now Mulvey around a defender. He shoots, looking for his second of the game. But that goes high at the net, and there's what I'm talking about. These defensemen for the Titans love to get active down low. I think maybe some of them took a few notes from Marty McCauley last season. Second in points on the Titans team in regular season play as a defenseman. Plenty of assists for the now Miami, Ohio ACHA hockey player. This pass misses Higgins, and it goes all the way down for an icing. Another shout out in order here, Aubrey and Eleanor from St. John's, Newfoundland, up in Canada, way on the East Coast. Big shout out to you guys. I understand Evan Bonnell is your grandson. Boy, did he have a good game yesterday if you were watching that. 2 goals, 2 assists, figured into all 4 of Glenbrook South's goals in that. I'm sure he's hungry for some more contribution, as the Titans can never get enough insurance here. A lot can change in a little time. 3-1, Glenbrook South, as the Titans look to stay undefeated at the Showcase. A tie yesterday, but looking for their first win. And that. Now left side circle, back up high, high slot. Here's a shot. No danger there, and no save necessary for Preston. Now this is Will Fagan. Over the line, knocked off of his stick. Charlie Preston. His pass intercepted, and here come the Ramblers, but Jonah Weiss with his speed swoops in there and steals the puck away. As he hits a man into the boards. Boris helps get it out. Jonah Weiss, a pass across to Charlie Preston. But taken. Drop your final score predictions in our chat room. Whoever is closest will get a shout out. And don't make it 3-1, that's boring. Icing here against GBS. Jim Philbin unhappy with that call, it appears. Didn't see if it was deflected or not, but nonetheless, the face-off will come at the circle to Thomas Preston's left. Here with 7.5 to go in the third. Game number 1 of a doubleheader here for GBS today in the SHL Showcase. They will go again at 5:10 p.m. against national powerhouse Norwich Free Academy out of Connecticut. Team that was here at the SHL Showcase last season. With some big results last season. They had the best record of any non-SHL team, including a 9 Vider here at the Lions home rink. So it'll be a tough test for the Titans as McPherson shoots. That one stopped. Rebound down below the goal line. See the Lake Forest Scouts in uniform watching the game from the corner. They're up next here on the north rink. Up to Mulvey, he shoots. That one deflects wide to the corner. Now it's Pajerski. Looking for McPherson. His pass intercepted as it's sent out to neutralize by Cunningham. Picked up by Blake Hoffer. Now here comes knocked off of Benji's stick. Now Cathedral will dump this one in. Benji Pajerski backhanded out to the neutral zone. Cathedral will dump it right back in. Titans looking to hang on to this 2-goal lead with 2 of the 3 goals coming from defensemen. Now here comes Bennell. He got it to Frank Surma. Surma back to Bennell. He couldn't get a clean shot away as he centers it, but nobody there for the Titans. Evan Bennell, the Titans leader in points at this showcase with 4. 2 goals, 2 assists, but without a point so far in this one. Left point, it deflects over to the right side. Here's a shot from the point. That one missed the net. Big hit on the near boards in neutral ice. Now McPherson with a hit against the glass the other direction. As it becomes crunch time, Cathedral Prep. They'll try and score as soon as possible here to make it a 1-goal game. Titans looking to hang on to their lead. 5 minutes to go. Here comes Hoffer. Back up to Weller. 1 goal scored today to another. Aiden Weller over to the left side circle. Here's a shot, Dylan Lytle. That one stopped by Brown. As the Titans closing in on 40 shots once again. If they can get up to 40, it would be their 5th consecutive game in all competitions, registering 40 or more shots. Luke Fagan left it for Higgins. Higgins tried a centering pass. Nobody there for the Titans. Now up to Blake Hoffer. Now a shot from a tough angle. Higgins. And the save is made. The net gets knocked off. As we're down to 4:20 to go in the 3rd period. Both teams still with their one and only timeout yet to be utilized. As the Titans will get ready for this ozone draw, the Preston Boris Weiss line out. Ryan Mulvey and Will Fagan, the defenders for Jim Philbin on this shift. Sent out of the zone, neutral ice. This pass intercepted by Weiss. As the speedy Jonah Weiss swoops in there. Now back to Mulvey in his own zone. Looking for Weiss. His pass got intercepted, but now battle for the puck on the near side boards. It squeaks out for Boris. Now Fagan. Will Fagan. Into the zone. Blockered away by Brown. 3:40 to go, down by 2. You would expect Cathedral Prep to pull their goaltender sometime in the near future when they can get possession in their attacking zone, but right now it's all Glenbrook South. Here's Boris behind the net. Backhanded it off the side of the goal. As it's taken back by Mulvey, now Weiss. Boris threw it to the blue paint, took a deflection and goes wide. Now Mulvey shoots, nearly deflected home by Boris. Titans not letting Cathedral Prep get possession here. As it's sent back up to Mulvey once again. Good job sustaining the zone for GBS. Here's Will Fagan on a pass from Weiss. His shot gets blocked. Now Preston goes behind the net with it. Jonah Weiss. Back up high, Mulvey. Ryan Mulvey flips it towards the net. Blocked on its way. The Titans have some tired bodies out there, but they'll continue the pressure. Boris behind the net, looking for a pass. He'll find Hoffer right in the slot, but he whiffed on the shot. Now Hoffer picks it up off the rebound. His shot goes high. Maybe a piece for the goaltender. Now down to 2:20 to go in the 3rd period. As the Titans have had it in the attacking zone for almost 2 minutes. Well, there you go. Shouldn't have said that. The Caster's curse in full effect this morning. But the Titans will not give up possession as Ben Stevens wastes some time circling back to his own zone. Got it to Hoffer. And Hoffer will circle back. Go over to Mulvey with it. Didn't know where the puck was for a moment. Now Hoffer bails him out. Can't get it outside the zone. But the Titans doing exactly what they want to here. Not even giving Cathedral a chance to pull the goalie, as they have not had possession of the puck besides maybe one stick handle for the last 3 minutes. It's been all Glenbrook South, and I really got to stop talking. There you go. Cathedral now with possession. You'd think you'd be pulled by now, so maybe they're not going to pull him as we get a penalty down in the corner. Opportunity now for Cathedral. We'll see if they call their timeout. Yeah, that's exactly what they do. At the bench. By 2. But they will have a power play, and all penalty kills for the Titans are sponsored by Hannah Vanderploeg. Here's Cesario intercepting. He'll try and play it outside the zone, kept alive at the right point. Now Sprickman. Left up high. Here's a chance and a shot. Big save made by Preston to keep it a 2-goal lead for the Titans. And that should just about finish it. 12 seconds left. This one sent into the zone by Cathedral Prep. Here this morning in their second game as they come off the bench and celebrate with Thomas Preston, who made 23 saves. First goal in the first period, but 3 unanswered by GBS, 1 in each period. Blake Hoffer, Ryan Mulvey, and these teams will meet again this season at the Governor's Cup in Jamestown play, so to speak. Not group play because there's no groups at that tournament, just a bunch of SHL Showcase for the Titans. As I mentioned, probably their biggest test of the show. The Norwich Free Academy side from Connecticut, national threat. They were in the national tournament along with New True Green. They actually beat New True Green in the tournament last season. But at 5:10 p.m., I will not be there. I will be elsewhere, but Anthony Pasquale, professional, and you all will enjoy him. I'll be back for that Sunday morning game, though, as the Titans will finish off our entire crew today. Brad Cesario on the scoreboard, top left corner of your screen. Gerard Boris, our technical engineer. My name is Dylan Ward, saying we appreciate you waking up early with us to watch and grab their 19th win of the season overall. We will see you again right here on YouTube, 5:10 p.m. as the Titans go against Norwich Free, looking to stay undefeated.